I don't think it right. Let me see. I'm blowing it again. So let's see. I should. All right. Let's see. All right. Hi everyone. Let's see. Let's try this again. Welcome to MS Live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill, and let's see. Just to remind you that Christmas Eve we're having our party, and let me just finish this. Okay, I think I'm done. So how is everyone? How is everyone today? Let's see. How is everyone? Will, you're here. Good morning. All right, I'm gonna need a lot of help from you guys today, cause I'm running on. Let's see. Out of if there is a 4-cylinder car, I'm running on 3. So maybe 2. So please help. Let me just see. Where is everyone? Good morning. Good morning. I just don't know why I'm not seeing everyone. Okay, I don't see it. So if you're chatting and you're on YouTube, there not YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please forgive me. I can't see you, so today I might not be saying hi to you. I just don't. If I can see you, see, I need to give you feedback because you guys ask a lot of questions and it really helps me. I just all right. For some reason, it's not working as well. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Now, if you're watching this on Facebook, if you want to go over to YouTube, we do our chat. It's a mutual support, so everybody can jump in and talk. So how are you, Chris? How are you now? Now Wednesday, our next, and I'm sorry, on the. All right, today you're gonna know what it's like to have MS, because I am. You know what? What is that? What do I? What did I have a video? I have a video, and I'm gonna show you. Can I get by here? All right, I'm gonna show you. Okay, if I'm having a bad day, what is it? What a bad day with MS is a day that you throw a hat on. Today I'm gonna wear my hat today. The 24th, thank you. All right, the 24th, we're having a Christmas party. I've been in touch with Dennis, and he's going to have a live meeting that we all can participate. We all can participate, see each other, and talk. So, thank you, Chris. You know what? This is all smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. Let me see. All right, I am so unhappy that I can't see. Let's see. I can't see. I can't see this YouTube. Just 1 minute. I can't see YouTube, and it's really making me mad. And all right, I don't know. So this is a technical error. This may be the words I missed live. So all right, thank you, Chris. Chris, I don't know. I wish you know what, if there was any way that I could bring you guys on to, anyway, let me see if I can bring somebody on to help me. Chris, let me see if I can get you on. God bless you, Chris. You know, I may need help, huh? I may need help. All right, I can't see. Alright, go live. I know you guys are looking at me. Okay, little help, Chris. Give me a topic because I can't see anybody on YouTube and it's throwing my game. I'm just give me a topic. Let's see. I want to talk. I know. I prayed about it, and I'm thinking that when things in life, when we are not doing well with MS, and we're having a bad day, and then there's drama that is outside of us, drama that say the trash isn't being picked up for a couple times, and then the billing is bad with your insurance on a medical doctor, and then they're not. Just all these things can just pile on top, and it's think about the camel. With so many straws on the camel's back. Then you have a death in the family. Then you have somebody who's not acting responsible, or we people with MS, we don't need drama. We don't need this pressure. What do? Step back from it. Just drop it, right? Drop everything and just take care of ourselves. Let these pick one thing that we can handle. I'm thinking with me yesterday it was doing laundry. I did laundry and did laundry, and then I called my neurologist. I was able to get my neurologist. Oh, I'll tell you something funny. So I have an appointment next week with my on Wednesday with my neurologist, and then following with a urologist, which is so funny because I thought it was yesterday. Yesterday I'm sitting up and I'm getting ready because it's video appointment with this urologist. So I call up and I called them up and I said, I never got an email from you. How am I going to know that, how am I going to join in with this doctor if I don't get an email from you? And what happened? You guys who know me well, you guys know me well. Dulci, you probably were a week early. Guess what? I am consistent at not showing up at the right time, or I show up at the right time, the date is always off, and I put it into Google, the calendar, but it's consistent. You guys know I report to you every time I mess up a time, and this is every more than not. It's awful. So, but I was able to call up and they said that next week on Wednesday is your doctor's appointment at 1:00, and then I'm supposed to do a follow up with my neurologist. So I called up and they said, we can get you next Wednesday at 10. So God's good. God is good. It's not, it's drama, but it wasn't 2 different days that are messed up with doctor's appointment. It's one day next Wednesday, between 10 and between 10 and 2. 10 and 2 doctor's appointments, and then I'm done, and then so I can do something else, and then it's huge. uh Chris, thank you. Oh, Chris messes up all the time. You know what? Thank God for Ronnie, and I will say thank God for Brian. I'll tell you, with the dramas going on and the difficulties going on, uh, it's a choice. It's a choice to fight battles. So then it's the old us always fights battles. The longer you have MS, you have to make the decision. You know, who do I have around me that can fight the battle? Who is ready and willing to step up? To step. You know what was so great? Last night, I didn't have any energy after doing laundry, after folding, going in, cleaning the basement. I didn't have any energy, and I came upstairs, and you know what was so sweet? My husband made me dinner. It was huge. He made me dinner. With leftovers that I had in the refrigerator, but how wonderful. Just, but meanwhile, all the difficulties going on, I can pick it up and fight with people who are fighting back, and or I can just say, you know what, I want to be blessed to be the peacemaker. I just want to love on everybody, and I'm gonna let my grizzly bear. I'm gonna let other people fight, and you know what? I remember Zig Ziglar. When I was in sales, I saw uh, Zig Ziglar talked about two people coming together, right? Coming together. This person punches at this person. This person goes back and punches back, right? And what happens? They don't get past each other, right? So what happens? The winner. So this person punches on this person. What does this guy do? He lays down and he goes over, right? What happens is the winner is the one who says, you know what? Go ahead, take it. And if somebody is willing to fight for you, step aside. Somebody wants to yell at you. It's you have to look at this other person and say, "This isn't my problem." Don't you hate it? I was on the phone calling the neurologist to make an appointment. They wanted my birth date. They wanted me to put in my zip code. So I'm putting all this, my phone number. And when the guy gets on the phone, the scheduler gets on the phone, what do? They tell me, the guy tells me, he says, all right, your name is, what's your last name? What's your birth date? And I'll tell you, I'm feeling mean. I'm feeling. Where the heck did I? I mean, it's like my hands are painted on. So pushing these buttons, the longer you have MS, it's not as easy. So if I make the effort to push the button, you better not ask me the same questions, or it's on. It's on. So and I'm feeling nasty. I'm feeling worse and worse and worse. And all of a sudden, he said, "I know you gave me the phone number, or you typed in the phone number, and I have the phone number, your phone number, in front of me, but can you verify what I'm reading so I know it's you? And I paused and I said, God bless you and thank you for acknowledging that I pushed in all these numbers. Problem is that when we are subject to putting in all these numbers, when we call the pharmacy and we can't bypass this anymore, we can't hit zero anymore. When we do that, and we put in all the numbers, uh, we get through to them, and we're hating on them when they ask us the same questions. It's good for us to be able to say, pause, say, can you see anything I spent all that time putting in, pushing buttons? Can you see that? And I told the guy on the phone, I said, you know what? From now on, whenever you talk to anyone, what is so great about you is you acknowledged that I pushed the buttons in. Give people, give them a little bit of credit for the time they take, because I'll tell you, when we get on the phone with you guys and you guys don't acknowledge that, we think we've wasted our time. You guys just gave us something to do. We're pushing, and I'll tell you, I'd rather watch paint dry on the wall. It's why can't we hit 0 and talk to a live person? It's yeah, everything is automated. So if we can just tell people right ahead of time, look, just acknowledge our efforts, and thank them when they do, thank them when they please us, they do. When they try to get my walker, people will come out and they'll say, can I help you? And this is coming out of the gym. Can I help you get my walker or your walker in you're so sweet. You try to get my can I get your walker in the back of your car? And I'm thinking, if they don't close it right, it's gonna hurt their fingers, and I care more about their fingers. But honestly, people want to feel needed, and a lot of people are afraid of disabled people or people with efforts, because we what do we snap? I can do it myself. I'm quite capable, so they're afraid to offer us help. It's good for us to turn around and thank them. Please, if somebody comes up to me and wants to lend a hand to help me walk down the steps or put a walker in my car, I can, tell them how. Just tell them how, and I just need to. You got to use your mouth. I can see you finally. Hi, Michelle. I can finally see you guys on YouTube. It just popped up. It just popped up. Now it went away. That I had to share so I can see you guys. Thank you, Michelle, for being. You're the first person I can see, and I can see how many people are watching. So up at the top it says a lot of people are watching, but it doesn't show. It's not throwing the names there. So today, Michelle, I'm a hot mess. I am a hot mess. Let me explain something. I've had secondary chronic progressive MS now probably since 2005. I've been getting progressively worse. I had relapsing remitting from 93 to 2005, around then. Uh, in the past year, I since this COVID stuff, and I think it's because I'm not exercising as much, not lifting weights as much, not doing squats as much. My energy's low, but in the past I'd say 4 months. I just, and especially the past 2 weeks, uh, what happens? I've been a disaster. I can't concentrate. I can't. And you guys know this with MS. You people who have just been diagnosed with MS, this is a common symptom when we're not making sense. Our brain it's this cog fog, which I'm having right now. They give us Provigil, Nuvigil, Ritalin, all sorts of energy medications so that we can concentrate. And typically, one pill used to make me a little speedy. But I needed 2 pills in order to be awake. And today I'm not taking any, not the 2 pills. But what is most likely what causes our symptoms to suddenly get worse uh, when we're going along? When you have relapsing remitting, it's an attack. It tends to be an attack or a pseudo attack. With people who have chronic progressive MS, the most likely reason why you're suddenly not feeling well is UTI, urinary tract infection, which all right, Chris, here you go. They have the strips at CVS that you can check yourself. So I and to see if it comes up that it's a little funky, then you're supposed to go to your urologist or your family doctor and pee in the cup, and they tell you if that's true. Uh, and if it is, what happens? They give you the antibiotics for the UTI, and all of a sudden you're walking better. You're feeling better. All right. Thank you for helping me solve that. Physician heal by self. Actually, disclaimer: I'm not a doctor, and I don't even play one on TV. So anything you hear from me, take to your doctor, including me. I just, to be honest with you, Chris, UTI. The longer you have MS, the more likely you are to struggle with UTIs, urinary tract infections. I started having them. I had a catastrophic attack years and years ago when I went off Gelenia to go on rituximab. My lymphocytes were so low, the doctor was trying to. He wanted it was a hematologist wanted to see my lymphocyte to return to a level that was safe, that I can take a rituximab and be safe in case I got an infection. My body was strong enough to all right, make a long story longer. I had this terrible bladder UTI. I didn't know it was somebody. It was somebody on MS Frontiers medical support who told me, "Dulci, get checked for UTI," and he was right. I had a UTI. So it just when I had that, I turned around. I started taking a huge amount of cranberry supplements. Not I was taking D mannose. There was studies on that. Then I started taking just a huge amount. I think it was 4,200 uh, um, milligrams of cranberry powder a day. It was equal to like 15 glasses of cranberry juice. I started taking that, and it was really helpful for me. I didn't have a UTI after that. Now, mind you, I'm talking about a supplement. I went to the urologist and I asked what this is a neurourologist. I asked what the uroneurologist, I said, "What's the story on this cranberry? Should I be taking this? It's so much it helps prevent it." And you know what she told me? There are no studies that prove or show that it actually helps. That this she and I said, well, it does. It does for me, anecdotal evidence. And she said to me, all right, if you want to take them, go ahead. But then again, I will say a couple things. I will say that there's a book, The Doctors Don't Live. They don't live to their old age. So there's something about nutrition and vitamins. There's something about that we need to be aware of. So even though the doctors say there's no evidence, and of course, what does that make me do? Get on the internet and search for evidence about cranberry supplements and how it affects urinary tract infections. And I saw some studies there, or some, but mostly it's the vitamin companies want to sell their vitamins. There's also, I want to caution you, we talked a little bit about supplements last week. We talked about, remember in the 90s, there was a book. I wonder if it's still out. It's called Prescriptions for Nutritional Healing. And in 1996, I bought the book and I flipped to the page of the multiple sclerosis, and it had I got a fishing kit, and it had dividers, and it was a flat fishing kit. It kind of looks like something you'd store different types of nails in, or if you have beads, if you ever bead, you'd have different beads. And so I had these sectioned off things. And prescription for nutritional healing said there, oh gosh, it was about probably 15 supplements that I had to take. Now, I was a professional, I was working. So one was Q coenzyme 10, vitamin E, vitamin B. Let's see, there was so much. And the reason why I'm telling this is that I took all of them. Caution, warning, warning, warning. I followed it to the T. So I had the money, so I invested myself. Well, I was at a business meeting. It was a kickoff meeting, and I'm taking my medication. I had MS. Nobody knew it. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I can't move. I can't move without the stabbing pain. I can't move. I was in so much pain. You know what it was? I ended up going to the emergency room, and down it was the Air Force, the Army emergency room, because we were military, and I went down there, and they checked everything, and they could not find what was wrong with me, except my blood was a little weird. And the emergency room doctor started asking me a little bit about supplements, and I said I take everything. They discovered that I had, because of all these supplements I took, I had something called serum sickness. That it affects your joints. It gets in the synovial fluid in your joints, and it causes so much pain, because I OD'd myself on by following the directions on the things that you should take if you have MS. So this is the caution there. So you guys have left, because I had my professional clothes. I was so young, professional. I go into the emergency room. They pull out the scissors. They're gonna cut off $100 silk blouse I was wearing. No. And they said, but you can't move. And you know what? I will move. You are not cutting this blouse off. And I'm trying like crazy to get it off, and I ended up getting it off so they wouldn't cut it off. Oh my gosh, it was so much pain. So I wasn't allowed to take any of my vitamins, and they put fluids through my blood to wash everything out. Could you imagine? Just think how hard all those vitamins were on my liver, my kidneys. So I want to caution everybody before you start taking things that others say, supplements that others say, that books say, that research says that's good for MS. Get your blood work done. Talk to your doctor. Uh, uh, Even my husband last night, he says to me, he says, "Oh boy, do you take vitamin D?" He says, because he read an article. He says, you people with MS are low on vitamin D. You guys ask me for the past 15 years, what are my, I get emails. You guys ask me, should I be taking this? Should I? All right, fast forward. I have experienced serum sickness. I OD'd on magnesium to an alarming effect on my neurologist, who's very upset about that. So guess what I did? I decided to take vitamin D without talking to anybody. Because why? Because I'm like you. I read, I say everybody, there's Cambria protocol, huge amounts of vitamin D are good. So I took it. Um, my doctor does a D panel. They can see the kind of vitamin D that your body manufactures from the sun, the natural hormone levels of D, and they can see there's a level of supplemental vitamin D in your blood, and combined, I had it was like 10 times the amount you're supposed to have, and my the supplemental stuff. My neurologist said, you need to stop taking D. You need to stop that right away. And I got to get tested again. I haven't been tested in a while, but it's you know so if I know this stuff and I still make mistakes, remember, you know what? I'm having cog fog. I need to put a note on my forehead on the front of my refrigerator, before you get excited about Puritan Pride's vitamin sale and you start buying stuff. Talk to your neurologist. One thing that the neurologist said is good that everybody with MS should be taking. The one thing is alpha lipoic acid, and the studies did show that those of us with MS who take it slow the shrinkage of our brain from 1% uh, um, every year, 1%, and it's not in 100 years we have no brain left. It's 1% of whatever's left. So the first year we say we lose 1%, so we're working on 99%. The next year we lose 1% of the 9.9%. So it's slow. So what happens is the alpha lipoic acid we take, what happens is that it slows that brain tissue loss. It slows it down. And I can't remember off the top of my head what it slows it down. But look at if you go to msfrontiers.org and you join the support group on Facebook, it's MS Frontiers Medical Support. There, I have the study that I published, that study that tells you how much. Uh, um, uh, in fact, if you go to msfrontiers.org and you look at the supplements, it'll tell you supplements that it's suggested to take when you have MS. So definitely the alpha lipoic acid and vitamin B is anti-stress. Anything water soluble is okay. Vitamin C, we can be careful about taking that. And part of the reason why anything that is an antioxidant that builds our immune system, we have a strong immune system. We just don't want to get those white blood cells that are super strong and aggressive. We don't want them to look to keep us healthy, and all of a sudden it looks, it's like, okay, this germ, which is our myelin, it's like friendly fire, and we've ramped up that cell, that white blood cell. We ramped it up by taking these antioxidants. So we be careful about taking that. Vitamin C is also, too much vitamin C is also bad if you're prone to kidney stones. A lot of us have never had kidney stones, and all of a sudden, because you're ODing on vitamin C, you get a kidney stone, and you're dehydrated, and you're not drinking enough water because you're having bladder difficulties. And what else? You mix. You love cheese, and you're drinking tea, and your body starts making this calcium oxalate kidney stones, and all of a sudden you never had a kidney stone, and kidney stones don't run in your family, and bam, you have a kidney stone. And what? Because you've been loving your body. You love your body to death. What happens? Think about the plants. Look, I got plants all over. And I'll tell you, if I wish you could see this plant here, because what is how do I kill my plants? The plant behind up there. How do I kill them? I kill them with too much water, too much food. And that's generally how we do it. So it's like, how do we kill ourselves? By taking too much supplement, too many good things. It's everything in moderation, and it's best just to get tested. Uh, uh, Chris, all right. Go to msfrontiers.org and look at the supplement page. All you have to do is, go there, and it'll tell you all the supplements. It'll tell you the side effects, what you should take it with, and again, get your blood tested. Get your blood tested with that. Wonder how Jane's doing. Wonder where everybody is, Chris. Uh, Unbelievable. I can't see anybody but Michelle. Uh, very strange on YouTube. Very strange. Uh, Chris, isn't it strange that I just don't understand? I don't understand why where this is. It just seems strange. So, all right. So I was talking about, and Will. I'm sorry. Well, of course. Well, thank you for reminding me. I told you I'm having a MS day. I'm having a challenging day. You know what? I want to talk a little bit about. In fact, I just about the meaning of Christmas, and you know what? Somebody asked me, "Are we going to exchange gifts today?" And Dennis, you know what? I love you. I'm glad you're here. Need a little help. I know. I tried calling you, and we were playing phone tag yesterday. And look at my eyes, Dennis. I threw on the hat because I'm not having a good day. So Chris has been helping me uh, by topics, and thank you. Oh my god. So I didn't. I'm having a rough time. So we're talking, Dennis. Dennis. I need your help. I need your help. I wish I could. You know what? I wish I could bring you on because I'd love for you to do the talking for me today. Uh, um, got a problem on YouTube. There, I can't see anybody, and so the feedback is it makes. I feel like I'm sitting alone. I got to come up, not alone. I've got you, Pam. Linda's here. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Linda. Uh, um, Linda, love your Christmas tree, by the way. You and Chris, you know what? I'm starting to get feedback, but I'll tell you why. You guys, thank you, Chris. You've been helping me along, and normally I'm better at responding uh, and keeping this MS Live going, but I feel like. Uh, there's a certain amount of me sitting in a closet. I think there's one commentator that talks about uh, one hand tied behind his back, or one brain. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got so much of my brain tied behind my back right now that I need you. So we're talking. All right, we're talking about ODing on supplements and how scary that is. And Dennis, do you remember in the '90s prescriptions for nutritional healing? Well. Do you remember that? Do you remember there are so many protocols uh, uh, yes. There's so many protocols that tell us that when we have MS, we are to be doing we're to be taking a certain thing, and following that without letting our doctors know is just dangerous. So we talked about that. So get tested, get blood work done. Um, Linda, you know what? We're talking about decorating for the holidays, decorating the house, how difficult it can be. And on my homepage, I ask everybody to post pictures of the Christmas tree, and especially if you have MS, the amount of effort it takes to decorate your home. I love that. It was Chris, the other Chris. Chris asked me, I hope you had helped, Dulcie, and um, I didn't. My husband tied the angel up on the tree, but I've always had such joy um, decorating the Christmas tree that yet sometimes our spouses, they don't want to help us because they don't want to take that joy away, even if it takes us longer. So we have to be willing to ask for help. It took me each time I went to hang an ornament, it took me 3 times, and half the time I broke one out of every 10 ornaments, which, guess what? The good thing is that that's less to pack up. It's only stuff, heirloom stuff. There's somebody who's on my Facebook page. I'll think about it in a minute with the name. And she talked about she went through divorce, and her husband got all of their old Christmas decorations. So she used it as an opportunity to to make another whimsical, beautiful tree, and she posted it, and it's got candy canes coming out. It's great. So everything is an opportunity to make something beautiful out of it, and she did, and it really helps to something that could be a tragedy. I all my heirloom uh, um, Christmas ornaments I lost in the divorce. My husband kept them, and yet she came out with the most beautiful tree, and she couldn't have done that beautiful Christmas tree if she's putting up her heirloom stuff. So I had a friend come over. We had trivia night the other night, and she looked at my tree and she says, "Your tree is gorgeous." And I wanted to tell her, some of the heirloom stuff, and I'm looking at it, looking at my tree, and I'm thinking, uh, to what end? How important is any of the heirloom? And this is the first year I didn't tell anyone who was looking at the tree that there's something special. I did post that is Jennifer in the house? Uh, but I'm glad you made it too. So I have a wax angel on the very top of my Christmas tree, and that's important to me. But again, it's just stuff. You know what? What's It's just stuff. I like that. Probably the most important thing, because I was a little girl when my mom got it. We lived in Germany, and she got it at the Nuremberg Christkindl market, and it's a handmade wax angel that goes on top of your tree, and I love it. I love it. It's pink and gold. So I tried to follow that. My tree has got right now. It's gold, and I'm gonna keep doing pink and gold trees, feminine. And then I end up getting gold ribbon, and then what? It's good. I believe in overdoing it. Right when you think you've had, it's all right. One, why have one when you can have them all? So I have the ribbon. I have the let's see, gold beads. It's got to have a necklace. I have gold flowers. Um, I have let's see, pine cones, hanging pine cones all over the tree, all over. Why hang one pine cone or a couple pine cones when you can get way too many and hang them everywhere? Each branch uh, um, has 2 to 3 ornaments on it. I also have they're like teardrops. They're glass. Raindrops, and I have way too many of them. I put them all over, so they're glass. It didn't. So it was fun. It was fun. With You know what, Linda, you saw Linda, because your tree, you posted your beautiful tree, and I really appreciate that. On that page, you participated, and you saw the effort that she made on that tree. And Linda's talking about on this is on YouTube. Now on Facebook, on my page, you'll see her beautiful tree. It's got the blue and white candy canes going out the side like that. It's gorgeous. But what she did is, Linda sums it up that she started a new year, her new beginning, with her new ornaments representing her new beginning. She had new life without her husband, without, it was a divorce and all, and she created a new custom, and it's a beautiful. It's so much like MS. And it's so much like so many people say, when they're newly diagnosed, I want my old life back. I want my old. I could say, oh my gosh, I'd so much rather it be last year. Look at the side when I decorated and when I painted everything in my house, all the walls and stuff. I did everything. And I think I can't get on the ladder and do that. Do knee jerk reaction is to say I want my old life back, but that's looking at yesterday. That's yeah, that's if I got that back, then I might not be able to see beautiful blessings that I have right now. uh, uh, think about it. You just can't see the beauty in life. It's yin and yang, right? You can't see the beauty in life until you experience pain, until you don't know how good it is to be married to somebody who adores you, until you've been dumped. Once you've been dumped, Daniel's here. But once you're dumped and you're told you're not good enough by someone, that all of a sudden you look around and uh, you can appreciate being loved. It's and so much of it. I think about it. Do we? Sometimes we have to get edification. We have to get the love. We have to get the support where we want it to be, right? Where I'm gonna get it from my mother. I'm gonna get it. So my girlfriend talked to me about this the other day, about her father not giving her brother the love he always needed. He's a hard man, so she says, I think that really affected my brother. And he longed for it. And I started laughing. I said, I love you. I love her dearly. But if we sit around and we suck our thumb and we wring our hands and we go to therapy because we didn't have the childhood, we didn't have mother and father that we thought we should, we deserved, we're we're really pathetic because it's we don't get, life's not fair. We don't get everything. I read this article this morning, devotion, and it was about this gal who her father, older father, he ended up dying. He was diagnosed with organ failure. He was in the hospital, died 3 days later, and they went and the whole family standing around, and she talks about this father who, he always encouraged us. He always told us he's proud of us. He always prayed for us. He was such a wonderful father that nobody felt they needed closure. We asked him, "How do you feel? Are you okay with passing?" And he says, "I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine," because he knew he was going to pass. And she said it was, and she talks about in this devotion that it was the most beautiful, peaceful thing when he passed away. There was no regrets. There was no, they didn't miss that. They didn't need closure. They didn't regret. I wish I would have said this to my dad. They didn't have all that stuff. Well, guess what? Good for them. I'm reading that and I'm thinking, no, I wish I had a father like that. I wish I had a mom. Wouldn't it be great to have somebody who had said you're great, you're encouraging. I might have gone to medical school if somebody told me I had the brains, but I was, I was always told I wasn't smart enough. You're not smart enough. But is that my problem or is that somebody else's problem for saying that? Uh, we don't get what we all feel is fair, what we feel we deserve. We get what we need to make us tough to deal with what life's going to deal with. Could you imagine? I developed such a thick skin dealing with things that weren't the way I'd have them, and I succeeded so much in dealing with that I could deal with the difficulties of MS. Gosh, if I had a family that just was so supportive, called me and coddled me and told me I was awesome and stuff. Oh my gosh, I need them to hold me. I can't deal with MS, because they've always held me. I can deal with anything. Yeah, you know what? So I have to laugh about that. It's you know what? It's so when my girlfriend told me her brother needed edification from, and he never, the father's passed away a long time, and I said, oh, he didn't get, and he's not doing well because of that. You know what? It's these people that kill their parents and go to court and say, well, they made me do it. Nobody makes you behave badly. You behave badly on your own accord. They say alcoholics it's a gene, it's passed down. But just because you have an alcoholic gene doesn't mean you have to be an alcoholic. You can, I mean, you wake the beast and you start drinking, it's hard to get off of it. But there's AA and there's a 12-step program, and you put your mind to it with the help of God, you can get over anything. Because if you need that edification, that you need that from a father, uh, um, from somebody, gee, I wish I had a father that told me I was proud. He was proud of me. And if you need that, especially, and she says a man, he's a man, he especially needs it. And I'm thinking, if you need that, then you don't have a relationship with God the Father. God the Father is the only one that is going to make it okay for you. You're made perfectly in the image of God. So much of this is looking not at what we don't have and would rather have. Right? Isn't that people don't believe in God? They call it chasing. Think it's Ecclesiastes. You chase the wind. You chase the new car smell. You chase, retail therapy. You chase the next boyfriend, the next girlfriend, the next husband, the next. What does it? Just to thank you, Chris. We need something that does it for us, and nothing will do it for us for very long. Nothing. What does it for us? There's no nothing. There's no riches. There's no alcohol. There's no drug. There is no car that you won't get bored of after a while. There is, think about how we take for granted how healthy running. There's people who do triathlons. Unless they come in first, they feel inadequate. So there is nothing that can make us feel happy. But as Chris says, but Jesus, nothing but the love of Jesus. And I'll tell you, if you don't have a relationship with God, and you want everything to be met, you want that peace, you want to know, you want to stop chasing the wind, then as Jesus come into your life, and all you have to do is say, God, I just don't know, I've done it my way, and nothing lasts that long. I'm not at peace. I need somebody to tell me I'm good. I don't want that. I want to know that I'm good to you. And how do I do that? I know that I'm a sinner, and I keep making the same mistakes, but I know you're the Savior, and you died. Jesus, you sent your son, Jesus, to die, and he rose from the dead, and he died for my sins. Please wash me clean with the blood of Christ, and help me to know you more. In Jesus' name I give thanks. Amen. Please subscribe. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me, and then follow me on Facebook, on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Chris says, remind everyone of the Christmas party on the 21st. It's Christmas Eve at 11 o'clock. It's a Zoom Christmas party, and then what you're going to do is send me, Dulci Jean, send me your email if you want to participate in the Zoom meeting. It's Dulci, DULCIJEAN @gmail.com. If you want to participate. Well, I didn't hear from you, so do that. Go to msfrontiers.org. Look at the resources we have. Specifically, look at the supplements. God bless you. May God bless you, and God keep you. May He shine His face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you His peace. I thank you, Lord, for speaking through me. Pray for the comfort and the love of everybody who's watching, Lord. I just ask you that you give them strength and allow them to feel the love that you have, and just comfort them and comfort Jane, make her better, and Susan too. I miss you all. I love you. Thank you, Chris, for helping me out. Dennis, I'll talk to you soon. I gotta wake up here. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. See, have a wonderful weekend. Bye.